I'm so happy, and here's the reason why. Jesus took my burdens all the way. Hey, that was a great song when I was a kid. I haven't heard it in a long time. It just kind of came to me when I was looking through some of these passages now that I realize I might be a part of the real church and not the figgery. So this rabbi had some really good points. He was saying that we need to think a little differently. You see, like whitewash tombs, that idea? Well, it comes from what's in your heart, see? Because if you've got money in your heart, then you can't see God. There's like no pure in heart there. So to purify your heart, there's 3 stages. There's opaque, which is a sold out heart that's already too dark. Luke, come to the dark side? Yep, that's the one. Like you might think I'm doing right now here. But it's only one, and it helps my joy. And maybe you can call it a thorn in my side, but see, that's the point. It's not about pointing your finger, and it's not about not loving. It's about loving each other and loving God right. That's what clears up that whitewash, you see? Because along with that robbery and thievery and lying comes that inability to tell truth or hear it. See? So that's part of that beastly zombie land idea, where pride starts taking over the heart, and then you can't hear the God or see him or understand or anything because you're so messed up already. So, to get out of that whitewash tomb, if you might be feeling a little white these days, and I'm not talking BLM crap, you just need to spend time alone with him, see? And get to know him a little better, because that's another thing that he pointed out in this other one. I'm just getting TMI with him. He's so good. He said, see, we need to stop thinking that death is forever, or what's gonna happen when I die. When you die, you're still gonna be alive, see? Because God made your soul and put it into this body, and it has been there all along. And then, of course, it will shed the body, and then it will be in front of God, and you will be like, well, let's say beyond Adam and Eve naked. You see what I'm saying? And so, if you're hiding things there now, well, then it wouldn't be too good if you shed that body, and then what? And see, when the king comes, that's what's going to happen anyway. It doesn't matter if you died or not. So, there's 3 stages, and I think they relate a lot to what Paul talks about in the first 3 chapters of Corinthians. There's a natural man, which is whitewash. You can't see God. There's a carnal man who's translucent, not transparent, see? So he's still a little foggy there, but he's coming out of the fog, and he can know God, but more like a beast who cries out for him when he needs food. See what I mean? Not really knowing him transparently about everything. So if you just think a little differently about death, and that we all might have eternal life, but when Jesus was saying wouldn't perish, well, that might be the ones that dry out in the sea who've blasphemed, and their whitewash went to like solid white color lock paint, so the blood doesn't even show anymore. You see what I mean? And then they're just already beasts, and they'll wash out to sea. And that's why those 7 dead seas will dry out for 1,000 years. So it all fits so perfectly. And it's really quite easy to fix. You just need to spend time one-on-one with him and read truth, like maybe listen to audio Bible all the way through the book of Matthew, all the way through 1 Corinthians, especially 1 Corinthians 1, 2, and 3, and then for fun, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John, and then get your own view on Revelation after that when you realize that most of these churches are Titanics in those 7 seas, which will soon be 7 Dead Seas as they dry out for 1,000 years, and they'll probably have those blaspheming pillars who definitely will perish like John 3:16 for 1,000 years, and eternal life, well, that's eternal. I don't know how eternal, but it wouldn't be the eternal life I'm trying to get. But if dying means you just come out of this bodysuit, like that rabbi said, your body's just a contract agreement, see? And as soon as that day comes, well, you jump out, because the body rental's over and it needs to go back to dust, and now you redeem the soul, you turn it in, and, well, see how you fit in. And, well, if you're not in the kingdom, that means you're going somewhere else. And, well, there are people believing they can rule planets, but I don't know if Mitt Romney will rule that, but I'm sure something will rule it, and he might be there along with a lot of cold-blooded people who think, I'm so special. I know I'll be in heaven in that cloud 9, just like that song. Revolution number 9. Maybe that was a warning from John Lennon, who told us, imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. Of course, then they said he was Jesus, but he was just saying, hey, you guys need to get to church. But maybe he told us more truth than they did. That's why they left church in the first place, see? So just try practicing these things and pray more to know your king, and then it will go a lot smoother soon, if you know what I mean, especially Revelation 1 and 2. And please do tell if you figured out which church John MacArthur is there in Revelation 1 and 2, because he says he's definitely one of the special churches there. So I'm wondering, is he the one that says you think you're rich, but you are quite poor?